Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the January 17th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today? We're a little over halfway through the month, so we're going to check in on our goals for the month. We're not going to review them fully. Remember, we do that the first Wednesday show of the month, but I feel kind of need to check in and make sure everybody is good with their goals. When you do get in here, if it's your first time here, let us know. If you're doing team replay, remember, team replay in the comments. But here's what I need out of you. I need to know who you are. I need to know where you're from. I need to know what the weather like is in your area and what is in your cup. 1 cup of coffee rolling through here. It is 9 degrees. There is a wind chill on it, but the kids are in school. So, let the hallelujah sound effects go. Hallelujah. The kids are back in school. It's been a crazy month so far. And then here's the most important thing. 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? Why do we do this? Holds us accountable, right? That's what we need. We all need accountability in our lives and our jobs, especially if you're the solopreneur. Who's going to hold you accountable? Do you have a boss? Are they going to write you up? Are they going to give you a couple days off because insubordination? You're going to talk smack and they're going to talk smack back and then you're fired? Hey, it's on you. So create your 5 things. So for us, 5 things. I have to work on the website. I've got DTF bundles to put together. I've got stickers that need printed and shipped. I've got invoicing that needs to get done. And I've got social media posts to be made. Those are the 5 things that I need to get done today. So let us check in and see how everybody is doing this morning. Darren, good morning, everybody. Morning to you, Darren. Diana, morning to Darren. Morning, everyone. Hi, Barb. T-Town's checking in. Where it's 5 degrees. I don't want to go outside weather. Ooh, with a Monster Hydro on the drink. So we had to go outside and take the kids. It's 9. It is it's definitely warmer than yesterday's -6 with a wind chill of -30. That was ridiculous. But we do have more snow on the way. We have snow coming today and tomorrow. I think it's the rest of the week. I think every day snow, which is depressing because I should be right now headed to the airport to get on a plane to head to sunny San Diego. And that did not happen. And we had to make some adjustments this year, and so we're not attending Impressions Expo, which is going on this weekend. So I was a serious case of FOMO. But like I said, when we add it all up, this could be a $2,000 to $3,000 week. Let's hold that for now. And it's just like with APA beginning of next month. We're holding off on that one, but we are going to Mexico at the end of next month, and that's why a big part of the travel schedule is light here at the beginning of the year. Barb, good morning from North Central Minnesota. -10 and sunny. Hot herbal tea in the cup and water in the bottle. And Barb is giving her highs to Diana, Tim, and Darren. Barb's 5 things. Move quotes to work orders. Xtool F1 arrives today. Woo! Barb, you didn't use my affiliate link, did you? I didn't get notification. Thanks, Barb. Whatever. Pull motherboard and older DTF printer. Test printer fuse, ohm meter. Work on t-shirt quote. Test accordion space in Wilcon. Oh, I'm like, test accordion. I was thinking, like, I'm like, you play the accordion? How does that work? What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. 38 there. Beach vibe Celsius. Ooh, that does not sound bad. That's cold for you guys. You got a cold snap. Hey, Chuck from Barb. Sarah, good morning. Good to see everyone. Yeah, -4 feels like -17, headed all the way up to 11. It's a heat wave. That is definitely shorts weather, 100%. Cherry, good morning to you. Jenny, good morning to you. It's 4 degrees, 4 freezing degrees there in Indiana. Kids finally back in school, water in the cup. I know that feeling. Kids finally back in school. Our kids are finally back in school, and it is a half day today, so they get out early, so it's not even a full day. Morning, Chuck. Rye, good morning. When are you headed to Long Beach? When are you headed? Are you headed there Thursday? You're headed there. What's today? Wednesday. Are you headed there today or tomorrow? Diana's got coffee in the cup. Sunny 0 degrees. Clean exhaust on laser. Do staves. Finish UPC items. Finish taxes. Procrastinating. Won't we all? Do slate order. Jerry, nice intro. Hey, I think we keep that one the same. Is that a new one? No, that was the same one. Shoot, I never did the goals. Hey, there's still time. That's the thing. Is the way we're doing it this year. My ear itches. And it seems like once you do that scratch, it just makes it worse. Anybody else get that? But the way we're doing it this year is before it was like, here's your 3-month goal, your 6-month goal, your yearly goal. And it was tough for people that didn't do it that first month to get in on it. So what we're doing now is it's just monthly goals. Like, here's your first quarter goal. Here's your second quarter. Here's your third quarter. Here's your end of year goals. And then each month. What I'll do is, let me find the form. send, and we're going to link and shorten the URL, and we will copy it. And I will put that in the comments. Anybody can go do that at any time. So you can go in there, put in new stuff. Like I said, we're not going to show anything today. I'm just going to revisit mine, where we are on it. If you need to revisit yours, let me know, and we can talk about that. But here is the goal. Here is the goal. Here is the goal. Right here, right click, copy, paste. Go there, get that information. If you're ready to put your goals on there, we'll be all set, ready to roll and go through it. Jerry says those monthly goals have thrown me. Still working on them. It's just because the reason I did it monthly and didn't put a whole lot in there is like from my goals from when I did this last month to what can happen the rest of the year are going to completely change because each week I have meetings with various people, and depending on those outcomes of those meetings, those change how things are going to play out through the year. So we're changing it. We're seeing how it all plays out. T-Town, our kids have not went back to cold this week. They say too cold this week. They say ours went back today. I'm definitely needing that. Freezing your backside off, Diana. Renee, good morning. 6 with wind chill -3 in Chicago. Water in the bottle. Coffee is brewing. Hello, everyone. Sarah's 5 things. Finish St. Patrick's Day Facebook event. Order prints. Update website. Create a thumbnail for Todd. That's right. Promote Winter Haters Club. So what is Sarah talking about? Sarah is coming on Tuesday with Todd next Tuesday, and we're going to talk creating mockups in Canva. And also, if you're a Corel kid like myself, I'm going to show you how to remove strings, or how I remove strings in a design or in a mockup. So that way you can create that and then show the layers with it, because I think it looks much, much better. So we're going to do that. Last night's Tuesday with Todd, we got women hair bows. Look at that little boutique bow. The needle thing still has me, but for the most part, I'm pretty impressed with how that came out. During that conversation with Cindy, next month we are going to do origami style bows. Once I have the date for that, I will let everybody know. Supply list has now been posted. It is in the description of that video. I believe it is in our groups too. If not, I will make sure that it is posted there. So the supply list, because that bow supplies will work in next month's show for that. So we should be good all the way around. But what'd you think of last night's show? I had fun with it, and it was way better than what I thought it was going to be. FU Facebook user. Now, Facebook and Streamer don't always play nice. When that happens, you become FU, and I don't like that. So what you can do, head over to fatdadlive.com. That will get you into our YouTube channel. While you're there, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, and when we go live, you will be notified. Let's see, where did we leave off on? And Renee is a hi from Barb. Diana, good news. It's supposed to be 55 Tuesday. Excited. That is something to be excited about. Although if we got to 55, I'm hoping not, because it would flood. Like the snow drifts out, or the snow plows outside of our house, depending where you're at in the street, going down it, 4 foot to about 12 foot high. It's amazing out there. And hi, Sarah and Rye from Barb. And Rye's checking in with his 5. Thanks for today. Make it to Long Beach safely. So you're leaving today. Check in the hotel. Go shopping. Take a nap. Send some emails. Take a nap. What are you gonna go shopping for? Like, are you staying close to the? Are you staying close to the convention center? Because I know before you said you're gonna be half hour, 45 minutes out. Or did you end up finding to stay? Didn't get the notice. See, YouTube doesn't always play nice. You know that. That's why I tell you, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I have noticed, because like Rye, I just got a notification for his, was the first time. That happened after I went unsubscribed, resubscribed, then I started getting notifications again. So maybe try that. Linda's got 15 in Texas. It's cold, still warmer than here. And hot tea in the cup. And Barb said, I have too many friends with X2 affiliate links for X2. Well, whatever. How many friends do you come see live 3 times a week? Barb, just saying. Rice says, I'm headed to Long Beach now. I'm on the freeway. How long of a drive is that for you? Is it a couple hours? I'm not sure. Like, for us, it can be downtown Chicago, and depending on traffic, 2.5, 3 hours. I can be downtown. I can be in other places in an hour and a half. If I need to go to the north side, it could be 4 hours to get there. Linda, having hand surgery on Friday, so working on finishing orders before then. Ooh, what are you having done with your hands? Carpal tunnel is what I'm betting. Good morning, Jane. I don't know if it's cough or sneeze. Jane S., good morning to you. What do we got here? 5 degrees, coffee in the mug, water in the cup. Have a storefront decal to make today, and maybe take down the Christmas decor. That's a great question. When should people take down their Christmas decor? How long should people leave it up? We have a house that is in our addition. Their Christmas tree is up all year long, and their lights on their fence are up all year long. And they're not like they change with the season lights. They're straight up Christmas lights, and it's a straight up Christmas tree. And it's never been taken down in the 10, 12 years, 14 years that I've been here. I've never seen it not on. Darren's got 14 degrees, feels like 3. We're actually above negative so far today. I know, right? It's like that's a plus in itself. 5 things. Deliver 100 wins. 100 wins. I'm betting that's supposed to be something else. To Lawrence, work on goals. Chiropractor and gym. Not a bad day. Morning Barb from Sarah. Oh, and the day job. Yeah, that damn day job. Look at that. T-Town says he's doing it right now. You say you don't have to fill in the whole thing, and you go back out. Yep. You can fill it out every time. You can go back because you'll update it, and then we'll make it updated for you in there. And yes, because I believe they were talking about it yesterday. So I believe she's got the patches, and they were talking about. Dude, I am not an expert in knots. That knot gave me so much trouble. And as I was talking with Cindy, I thought, because remember, I don't sew. I'm not a seamstress. I'm not an embroiderer. I'm not needle and thread. In my head, I couldn't understand what was going on. And I didn't realize that knot was supposed to be at the end of it. And the top part was open. I kept thinking it should have been a knot right at the end, not or right at the base of that needle, which, do I have it right here? I think I put it back. I think I did put it back, so it's there. But I didn't. Nope, I didn't. I thought that knot was supposed to be like right there. Didn't realize that it was supposed to be all the way down at the other end of it. Once I realized that, then it all made sense and clicked. And I was like, oh, okay. So I will not have that happen again. I like that. How it works out for it. There she did. Spacing isn't quite right. I need to send her the file to mess with. Stay tuned. Well, see, look, they're all in it. There, Corey, if you're here, FaceTime me. So if Corey's there, if not, I'll go tell her. No, still 30 minutes away. I'm gonna go record shopping. Ooh, very nice. Do you have the ice dams down by you? I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but I haven't paid attention a whole lot. Typically we do, though, with the Rock River being right down here. That'll get jammed up, and then when it breaks 3, it's quite the mess. But in here, with that river the way it is, a lot of times once it freezes over, it'll stay frozen. We've rode the river before in the wintertime on sleds, so on snowmobiles, snow machines, depending where you're from. For here, they're sleds, and we would ride them on the river. And it's not the smartest thing to do. So don't do it. I was young, but it was fun as hell. And but you yeah. I mean, you remember you get a sled cooking. You don't need ice. You can glide right across that water. But sinking one and trying to get one out, yeah, that was an occurrence. Bows turned out great. I'll make a bunch for the granddaughters. My dog needs a nice bow tie for the holidays. See, I'm glad some other people got it. And next month, like you said, we're doing those origami style bows. Well, so we'll see how that one works out. Hot cinnamon tea in the cup, 7 degrees there. Have to go out later and get the grands. Yuck. We do not have to get the kids from school today. Krista, because if you didn't know, Krista works at the school. So she is going to, since they get out early, by the time she's done, we'll be right about they're done. So she'll just wait around for them. That's a 6-hour drive? Wow. I guess I didn't realize you were that far north, that it was a 6-hour drive for you. Yeah. Way to call you on. Barb, that's what I do. That's what I do, Barb. I call people out. And Linda, did I start a trend? Hope all goes well. Oh yeah, with the hand surgery. I feel like since the snow was so late, I get some extra time. Man, that snow is horrible, and we've got more coming. We've got, I think I saw today into tomorrow, and then Friday into Saturday. So probably another 6 to 8 inches total. I'm done with it. I'm still waiting for my delivery. That's supposed to be your last Friday. Reason? Weather. I do not. I completely get that. I've had my Christmas stuff up for 1 day. That's it. And it says 1 day. That's all you get. Getting my left index first knuckle fused due to arthritis from injuries from basketball and farm life. Had left done last year. So does that mean that it won't bend anymore? Like, and we're talking this one right here, right? Closest there. So that won't bend anymore? I don't know. I'm interested in that. How will that now? How will something like that affect your daily life as far as working, as far as just in general with everything? Will that affect it at all? I'm interested. Teton's 5 things: have a hoodie to embroider, have new hats and beanies to make for the new semi-pro hockey team I'm doing work for, get these goals done, get designs ready for wrestling tournament, and much more. Way to go, Teton. Need anything? You know, just reach out. Christmas generally comes down New Year's Day at our house. For us, typically, and then when does it go up? Does it go up the week after Thanksgiving? That's typically for us. It goes up after Thanksgiving, and then it comes down probably the week after New Year's. And the reason being is what we're doing with our older kids now is the weekend after Christmas is when we are doing our Christmas with the kids. So at least stays up through then, and then sometime that following week it comes down for it. Danny said, I did my first hat patch yesterday. Really cool. I made a video too. I need to laser some hat patches and see how that was. 100 win. Oh, the plaque is for the 28 by 16 plaque I lasered for wrestlers to get their 100th win. Now it makes sense. Has it cut out for the photo, their name, the shape of Kansas. Awesome. Now it all makes sense. And that tree comes down a day or so after Christmas. Definitely put away before New Year's. Oh, it's not us at all. And damn it. Hey, did you all know you can sublimate brass award plates for awards? They turn out amazing and you can go really small to detail. I did not. What style? Because I would think it's just the regular brass. Where from? Let us know some more. Lake Erie lost all their water right before the cold came, so no water or ice right now. Well, that's all I heard. What? What? They lost all their water. Come on. Now I got to go look and see what that's all about. Best wishes on the surgery, Linda. Mark and Ella decorate while I shop on Black Friday. See, and that's that weekend, right? Correct. It won't bend. I have lost strength in my left hand. Gripping has been affected. To do something once, I had shooting pain from it. Oh, I get that. I got so I had my elbow redone. I had tendonite or tennis elbow on the underside, so right here, and I got to a point where I couldn't move it any farther. I had about that range of motion, no pain or anything. I just couldn't move it any farther than that. What was actually happening is your tendons around your, or like this. I had some bone spurs in there, and they had taken out that center, and I was just on the ends. And now I got a little pain. I'm starting to feel it more, so I need to get back in stretching. I don't know if it's because the weather changed or whatnot, but I went to pick something, a bag of salt up, or no, sand, because with the new patio on that, we can't use salt. We got to use sand. And when I heard it, I felt something just not feel right, and we're just gonna, do a little PT to make that work. But getting old, man, getting old. I did not know that, Diana. Interesting. Thank you. Where do you get the blanks? This is back to the brass plates, and that's what we're gonna find out. JDS. You can get the silver and brushed brass or regular brass. Good to know, JDS. I didn't know that about sublimating the brass. Interesting. This might be something we have to do on a Tuesday with Todd. Sublimating brass. I know somebody said, hey, you want to test some stuff out? Sublimating brass plaques. I will take a look at it because that's on my schedule to do. The wind blew all the way over where I used to live. You could walk almost all the way across the lake without any water. Really? That's very interesting. Yes, Barb, they've become really popular with the awards I do. Great info. Thanks for that. See, you guys, that's what we're doing. We're all helping each other out. So things I'm going to go through today is now that we got caught up on that. We did have a boil water notification Sunday. I guess not enough chlorine. Can you imagine the freak out people were posting between that and furnace going out the night before? I bet we had we noticed yesterday or today when we took the kids and there must have been on the main road. There was a water line that burst because it was just black snow everywhere and there was a big spot cleared out. So boil orders, man. All right, things we're going to go through. Last night, Tuesday with Todd, we talked Bose. We posted the link. If you have not watched that, I'm going to post the link to it as well, so that way you can go watch that, and then you can have the list to it. Let me know, what do you guys think of those types? If you like us doing that Crafternoon, where it's kind of a fun thing like that we do once a month. If not, if you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know too, because we'll change up how things are done. Got the supply list posted. We're talking next Tuesday with Todd. We've got Sarah in, and we're talking mock-ups, so that's going to be fun. This week, it's on our thing, and I'm working on it because, like I said, work on the website. Part of that is through the marketing website. That's where you can go to get our master goal at. There's going to be some upsells with that. So we've got one with 50 prompts, 100 prompts, and then our prompt library. And what does that mean? So we'll have one where you can just purchase 50 prompts if you want, one that you can purchase 100 prompts, and one that is our prompt library. So as we build that and add more to it, because we just went with these 100, I mean, I know we have thousands more in there for different reasons. We're going to put them all in there so that way you are able to purchase that. We are going to focus more on AI stuff this year because it's everywhere, right? So with that, one of the things is setting up for that private group. I talked with Sarah, because as we were talking about Tuesday with Todd and what I needed from her on that, and I kind of ran an idea around what I wanted to do with the private group, and I think she was on board. It made sense to her, but I'm going to use that private group a lot for testing out new things, new material as far as content. And one of them is kind of, building a business with AI. So I'd run that through with that group. Anybody that wants to join in, we would do it. Then we would have from there a paid class that we would offer with that. And then after that, then it would become probably in the timeline, let's work on this for 3 months together, see how it is. Everything working good. Great. Now we're going to do a paid class. Then 6 months later, it would be a Tuesday with Todd free one. So getting in early in the paid membership is going to give you like 9 months early access to it. Also setting up for those co-op work hours, like typically Wednesday after, morning mindset. We'd go in, have the Zoom room open, man, there. Hey, if you have anything you're working on, you need help with, let's spend this next 2 hours to, get some stuff done and go through it. So, kind of like the old party lines, if you remember those back in the day, if I'm dating myself. But the big part of it is working together and helping each other out. So that's what I'm looking at. And as we talk about that, let's go through, let's go through what I had for goals. So for me, for January goals, it was to have the DTF ready to press bundles and monthly specials ready to go for February, March, and April. So where are we on that? So February DTF bundles are going to be Black History, Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras, and Heart Disease Awareness Month. So those are going to be the ones for that. March, of course, is going to have St. Patrick's Day, Spring, Easter, and autism awareness in it. April is going to have gardening, just humor in general, baseball, softball. So those are the next bundles that are down the line for that. So I've got my ideas for it, and now I've got to start developing those and putting those out there. As far as monthly specials, this month was stickers, so we're going to continue to push that. Next month is going. I'm crossing fingers here because this is where it might be where it changes that. We should have all pricing done for our roll labels here this week. Get approval on everything there, and then we're going to start pushing that in February for roll labels. Then March is going to be banners, and April is going to be yard signs. So I've kind of got those set up, and now I just need to put everything together for it to be able to move from it. And then the other January goal was to have that Xtool laser completely assembled and all the functions tested. So we had the riser base on it, got that figured out. We got the conveyor system working on it, so we were able to do that. The thing that's left is going to be the rotary, and so that is on the list, and we will get that taken care of. So that way that is done there. Now, if anybody else has filled out their goals and wants to go through theirs, and I can tell you what it was, and then you can let us know where you are on it. Let me know. Tell me my goals. That's what you need to put in the comments right now. Tell me your goals, and we will go through and we'll talk your goals with it. T-Town. I do have a business. So one company I do work for, when we started, if I did half down and then final payment when they pick up, I told him this time I'd rather do full payment, but he was not having it. Okay. So then after that, what would you say to do? I told them I still do half, but would rather full, so much easier on my end, not too much. So here's my thing. Something to consider is you are not a bank, right? I talked with somebody, I'll find it. There was a good TikTok that was on Net 30s or Net 15s. And the issue is we put all of it out there right? And most times, if you're at least getting half, you're covering everything with it. But what happens if they go belly up? What happens if it's a long pay? You're spending time trying to collect that for them. Hey, put it on a credit card. Hey, why am I your bank? You're going to get the points on it. Most people are going to pay with a credit card anyway. So why are you pushing it back for it? A couple ways around that we've done that's worked is just about everybody who is pricing stuff. You have, the extra percentages burned in there. So, I know a lot of people when they have their final price, let's say if something comes in and, my final retail price is going to be $9. I'm going to add 10% to it. And now it's going to be $9.90 or $10. Reason being is then I can offer a discount. Hey, if you do a cash discount and this is paid up front, we're going to give you 3% off. So, hey, it's a $100 order. Now you're only paying $97. You're going to pay up front for it. Sometimes that's enough to entice people. A lot of times on big business, it is because they're spending thousands of dollars. So that's able to do it. They're just going to put it on a credit card anyway. A lot of it is just the explanation of it. Like, here's what we can do. Here's why we do it this way. If you want to go into just about anywhere, you have to pay before you get it, right? Hey, I go through McDonald's drive-through, I place my order, I go to window 1, I have to pay, then I go to window 2 to get. I order something off Amazon, I have to pay, I place my order, I pay, it shows up. The concept of you need to, get deposits and do that, that's going farther and farther away. And it's not that you don't trust people or trust companies, that they're not going to be here, they're not going to pay the bills, but a lot of people ruin that. And there's ones that we still do it for because they are good clients, because they're ones that started with us when we were getting started, and we take care of them. We've built that relationship over the years. New ones don't have that, and could they get to that point? Yeah. Is there a setting limit for it? Absolutely. Nobody new is getting that. We do our best to vet everyone that we can, but sometimes you just don't know. So yeah, I always try and do my best to get payment up front, and anything new, yeah, it's payment up front. There's a couple people like on the DTF side of things where we do monthly batches for them, and it's because they may order 1 or 2 prints and that's it. Like, maybe a foot worth of prints today, 100 foot of prints tomorrow, no prints till next Wednesday. And I said, when we put it together, I said, what works best for you? Do you want us to do, a daily batch, a weekly batch, or a monthly batch? I'm like, a monthly batch works good for me. And like I said, this is a relationship we've had for 3 years, 4 years. And so it works out well. Could it go sideways? Yeah, but it's on me for that, and I don't think anything will happen. There's a lot of ones where they're sending in quotes in that, and so then we just, yep, here's the quote on it, and they know what pricing is on it, and they don't bat an eye. We do this, we send an invoice, and then it usually gets paid within 2 weeks. And those are people that we've had relationships with for a while. So it's a case by case situation. All new customers start 100% payment up front, and then we go off from that. Brian just gave us the number. The JDS Illum 361 is coated aluminum that is brass color. It dyes black. It dyes subs black amazingly. Oh, okay. So we've got some stuff to go off of JDS. We will get that rocking. Question: a package I delivered to the post office last week says on the USPS site a delivery date we provided when USPS receives the package. Contact the shipper. What should I do? When you took it to USPS, did it get scanned in? That is the biggest thing. Did it get scanned in? Because if not, it is sitting there. So you need to go back to them and be like, yo, here's this. I dropped off this package. What's going on? And that's what you need to do. You need to contact especially if it's a local, contact your local postmaster, go there in person, see what you can do. Diana, could you PM me those also? Thanks, Brian. Yes, Sarah says, please, I would like to visit my goals again. All right, so let's go to Sarah's goals. Sarah's goals for the month of January. So, Sarah, your goals for the month of January, as we are halfway through it, is test and dial in settings on the laser for tumblers in Laserbolt Leatherette products. Decide on the theme focus for the T-shirt club and start designing, planning, promoting. So you have to figure out the T-shirt club and start design, planning, and promoting for that. That was the goal. And then test and dial in settings for tumblers and for Leatherette. So those were your 3. It is the 17th of January. Where are you on any of those 3 at? Brian, good morning to you. Mountain Dew, 15 degrees, feels like a heat wave, right? Buy new positive printer, 15 hundo. Ooh, And what do you use for that now? Because it was, to me, it was always the Epson, what is it, the 1430, 1400? That's seemed to be the go-to one. What's the one now? Set it up, trophies, plaques, decals. That sounds like way too much fun. You can always use the start of the year is your time to update all your terms and pricing. Absolutely. Everybody raise their prices 10%. Right? I mean, we should all raise our prices. We know everything increased and we all need to, but we won't. Like pay with a check, but you're right. Sometimes when an order is done, it can take days for them to print one for days. Oh, it's the company that fired me from Tinning, and yes, I do all their embroidery and shirts. And so that's the thing is, it's here. Payments due at time of pickup. Do that. Be like, okay, if we want to do it this way, then when you pick these things up, you need to bring a check. Then, we'll release them when we have payment on it. This is you tell them, we're only doing this because you are a good customer and we've done business for a while. All new customers are paying, 100% upfront. We're doing this as a loyalty service to you, but in return, this is what we need from you. When you pick up, we need a payment at that time. And Diane is asking on those brass plates, can you also do color on them? Brian, let us know. Becky, sometimes even the best people are crummy customers. Payment in full upfront, almost always, 100%. And sometimes it's not their fault. Things happen. We had it happen where we did stuff for a company, and the company went out of business. And it was no fault of the person that was doing the ordering. They didn't even know until they showed up to work and the doors were locked and there's a sign on the door saying that they were closed. And so that was a little over $500, an order that we never got paid on. They had the stuff, and it just is what it is. So yeah, it is. It's a good time. It did not get scanned in. I delivered it after hours. Thanks, I will do that. What a bummer. Ooh, yeah. Anything after hours, that it does get sketchy for me. I don't deliver anything after hours, just for that reason. Who knows what can happen with it? Here, put it in here. It gets scanned in, so that way you know that it's there. I'm ordering some of the plates today to try. Awesome. Epson discontinued the 1430. I'm in the P900. 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 Now I got to look because I know the 800. I don't think I know the 900. And there are 1430s out there. They're just ridiculously cost, right? I had someone pay me, and always good. Next day, I got a notice that it declined due to no funds. They still haven't paid. I've been there. I've been there where I've gotten a check from people, and it's always been good. And I got a thing from the bank, and I'm like, "What the hell?" So it was, yeah. It's never a fun conversation to have when somebody doesn't have funds. Because I understand it. We've got a couple accounts that are sweep accounts, right? Where there is no money in that account. Well, that's the money that we use to pay for it. And what should happen is at the end of the day, it gets transferred out of another account, comes in, and it sweeps out all the debt for the day. That's how that account works. Well, sometimes I have forgotten to transfer money around, and that did not happen. And it wasn't until the bank called, "Hey, you need to put money in here, otherwise we can't pay this stuff." I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There was times where we had written checks out of an account and we didn't deposit the money in there. We were like, "Yep, we need to transfer it in there," and it just, not saying I didn't mean to purposely mean to do it. I just forgot to do it. And yeah. We'll send this out because when we deliver a product, here is a check for this. And they basically went right from there to deposit it in the bank. And the bank called. They're like, "There's not funds in here." I'm like, I felt like a complete piece of shit because of it. And I'm like, we need to transfer it in there because that account is just for that. And the main reason for that is it was to protect our money. Anything can happen, and when things are auto debited, or if somebody can get access to it, so made it right. The customer had a chuckle about it too, which was made me feel even better. But it was that banking relationship development really helps out. Yes, you can do color on the silver and brass, but the color is muted. A Lume 360 and a Lume 362. Bling Bolt Vom, Bling Bolt Vault. Damn it. BBV. That's what we're going with that because I can't say Bling Bolt Vault. T-Tom, there's only one guy I let pick up without payment, but that can get lost sometimes. I don't let this one I'm talking about because they only order a few times a year. The hockey order once a week. Yeah. And sometimes it's like that too. So So I let him slide sometimes. Wife doesn't like that, but he will pay. And sometimes it's like that where it's a continuous order. Like we've got the continuous order for the stickers for the coffee shop, right? And they order, between 2 and 4 thousand a month. And it's one of those where we just print and we're ready to go, and then we drop it, and then we send an invoice. And almost always the invoice is paid within 2 days. I think the only time it hasn't is when we send an invoice at like 2 o'clock on a Friday, and we didn't see anything until like Wednesday the next week because it just got buried in there. But yeah, there's things that happen. Like, we all know that nobody is perfect on it. BBV, BBV, BBV. I feel like I should be chanting at a wrestling event, right? Um, and it says I have a separate account that I make internet purchases with, and it happens. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, looking at it, we've got one, and I'm going through it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe we've got 8 different accounts, and so sometimes it just happens, right? And it just happens, and you do your best with it, and then you go from there. Thanks, Darren. And then you have schools have to wait to get paid. It has to go through your system. Yeah, that one, we only have one school that we do stuff with that's like that. And they submit everything at their monthly meeting, and then checks are issued usually 3 to 5 days after that. Problem is if their monthly meeting is on the 13th, let's say, and we submit an invoice on the 14th, that means it's not even getting to where it needs to be until the 13th of next month, and then we see it there. So that could be 4 to 5 weeks out. Now that same thing, if we submit it on the 12th, then we have it within a week. So we've learned how to work that system, and it is tough. I try to make all of our schools pay upfront for it. Most all of them do, because it's all Spiritware side of things. So we're building the Spiritware site for them. They're never touching it. They're not paying it. They're not collecting anything. We're doing all of that, so we're getting paid for it up front. And the main stuff is even through the school, through the teachers and that. They'll collect money. Like when we did Halloween shirts for them, they put it on order of everything that they wanted on it, and what it was, and they got us to it and did some mock-ups for it. And basically we dropped off the shirts and picked up payment at that time. There's a couple teachers that paid like within the week of it. But yeah, man, it is tough. It's tough. And all my nose itches. T-Down, I think my hockey guy, he pays me Venmo, so I think he loses things sometimes. I do bug him if I have to. Like now, he has a good invoice out right now, but this one was from work from last year. I was going to say last year. It was only last month, so I was about to be like, woo! And that's what I don't want to be. I don't want to be a hound to anybody. Like, I know I sent invoices to somebody last Thursday, and I know they're on vacation, so I won't see anything back until probably next week. But when you see stuff sitting there and you're like, why isn't this? And you realize, oh yeah, they're on vacation or this or that. It's a tough invoicing, man. I hate it. I love it because I'm getting money, but I hate waiting on people to pay for their stuff. Let's see, what else do we have going on through here? So we've got everybody got their 5 things. Anybody else want to, while we're on it, anybody else want to know their goals for the month so you can see where you are on it? If you do, I said let me know in the comments from there. We talked last night's show. We shared the link for it. We shared the supply list for it, so we're good there. We'll make sure to share that in the groups as well. We talked Tuesday with Todd next week, which is going to be mock-ups with Sarah in Canva, and then I'm in Corel. We talked about the AI prompts that we're having that build out, so there'll be a 50, 100 in the library. We've talked our goals, where we are for that, and then the private group. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this private group, because there are going to be times that I want somebody to be able to have access to it. Somebody who helped us out, but did not. They helped us out, provided training, whatever. Give them access to it, but Patreon does not allow for a free user. So I can't say, hey, Barb, you're amazing this month. I want to give you a month free, or I want to give you 3 months free, or I want you to come check it out for it. Doesn't allow that. So the plan in my head, and I've been looking at how others are doing it, is, it'll be done through Patreon, but we're going to have a Discord channel set up but I'm just trying to make sure I understand how all that works first, and then it'll be easier to catalog stuff in that Discord channel as well. So it'll be marketing, AI, Corel. It'll be all the processes that we do every so different rooms, so people can ask different questions and provide as much knowledge resource base as we can. So I believe that's how we're going, because going through our goals and stuff, my first quarter goal was to have the weekly video drops down, have the Crafting to Cash rebranded, have the Amazon storefront, and have the paid group. That was the first quarter goals. Where are we on all of those? Amazon storefront, closer, but I mean that's something that could be done in a day. We think we should be good to go on that next month. Weekly video drop, that one is definitely a little harder for me. I'm working on topics of creation content. So here are the type of things that I think people want to see. Here's the things that I'm seeing other people do. I'll create that. So basically I need 52 ideas, loose ideas on this is what we're going to do a 10-minute video on and go through it, besides doing the Tuesday with Todd's side, doing any of that. So we'll start putting those out. And that was first quarter was just to kind of get that all set in motion. Crafting Cash rebranding, the YouTube side of things is done. Now we just need to do it on the Facebook side of things, and we should be good to go there. And the paid group, we're researching that. So like I said, I think it's going to be Patreon, $20 a month. Then you're going to have access to all of me, right? You're going to have access to all of me all the time. Not all the time, but anything that we do in there, anything we do marketing, anything that we do on anything really, anything on AI, anything on chit-chatting like this, that's what we're going to do and really carry that conversation in over there for it. So, we're pushing through on those goals. And Sarah, why I have your goals up there for your first quarter, it was to learn and be comfortable with the laser and launch the T-shirt of the month club. So Sarah, that's where you're at with it. Let's see. Where were we on this? And Barb says, Linda, my school and youth go through payment systems. So are they paying up front, or they have to go through a payment system for you to get paid? Oh, and I have $4,500 in invoices I'm waiting to get paid since September for one of my customers. Oh, that, like at that time, it's like basically free money, right? Because it's been so long that like when you get it, you're like, woo, yeah. I don't like that. I hate invoicing too, because I wait too long. If I don't have it in the system, I have to take time to add it. Good thing to know. I have a lot in there and made the hockey guy easier. It's tough. And that's what I try as soon as I'm done with stuff or before. Like, we'll invoice as an estimate and it'll automatically convert into an invoice. And then from once the invoice is paid, then it ends up in our system. And so that's the easiest way for me to do it. I have the schools and youth leagues in terms. If they don't pay within terms, then a late fee is charged. Haven't had an issue with doing this. And that's a great way to do it too, Barb. Now, let me ask you a question after I take a sip. What are you doing for terms for them? Are you doing 15, 30, 60, 90? And what are you assessing for a fee? So what I've seen people typically do is they'll do a net 30. And then if it's not paid within 30 days, then it's a 3%. It was a 3% per month accumulating charge. So if their invoice is $100 and they don't pay after 30, then 3%. Now the next month it's 103. And then the next month it's the 106. But then I've also seen people compound it. So then it's the 3% off the 103. So which way are you doing it there? Right. Tell me you're not delivering any new orders until they pay. Ryan's doing it right now. He's sending them orders and said, yep, I got you, man. What else do you need? And Vicky said, I have payment up front, been burned too many times, or half down on a larger order. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can call yourself an apparel decorator, you're a sign maker, a business owner until you've been burnt on the payment side of things, because we've all done it. And if you haven't been burnt yet, you will, especially if you're not doing 100% payment up front. T-Town or T-Town 10. Sarah, okay, just popping in from here to hit the link button. Everyone hit the like button. Only 5 of 23 watching. Right? Hit that button. So that way, thank you, T-Town. Make sure to hit the button. telling you, all of these free things that you can do, like, subscribe, share, use our affiliate links, use our affiliate links, use our affiliate links. Barbara, I'm looking at you. Those all help keep the lights and mics on. Like on some of it, we get good. On a lot of it, it's just pennies, but it does help keep the lights and mics on. Now, the only client that don't pay when they pick up is manufacturers. I do 15/30. So she's got it set up 15 days and 30 days on it. I cannot get my transfers from Todd unless I pay up front. He knows me. Yeah. And we've went, and it hasn't been anything, with Jerry. A lot of times we'll go back and forth on a couple weeks on design choices and what we're doing on how the best to set it up to make it the most beneficial for her, so she's getting the most out of it. And then we just send an invoice, and when she pays, we print. I love it. Renee, no, he has not ordered anything from me. And I actually saw him this past weekend. He said he's going to take care of it, whatever that means. I'm going to take care of ignoring you longer, man. It's been September, October, November, December, January. That's 4 months. That's a quarter, man. Woo. I've done the same, Barb. I do 30 days, then 10% compounded monthly. Only have had a friend that I've had to use it on for her business. So see, Darren does, 10%. So on that $100 order, if it's due here, 30 days, it hasn't been paid. Now the next one is 110. And then the next one would be 121, right? Because now we're taking 10% of that. And then it just keeps going for that. Can't type. I was on the computer. Some autocorrect, not as good as the iPad. I speak Tintanese, so I knew what you're talking about. Is JP fit? Oh, yes. I need to add. Good, Chuck. Thank you for that. Because I need to update that in there. Let me check and see if it depends on which code it is. I'm going to look and see real quick, Chuck, which code it is listing in there. JP is doing something nice this year, because one of the things that we had discussed with them was that a lot of times, the discounts that they were offering was better than the discounts that we were offering. And I don't fault anybody for using those discounts, because I would do it too. Now they are going by that link. So as long as you use that link, then you are good to go with it. Join, let's see, follow JP Plus. Where's it at? Excuse me, Q&A label. Oh, yep. Let me change that. I can change that right here. 15% at JP. Oh, select items at JP Plus. Yep. Okay. So there. Now it is changed and updated. So yes, it is 15% off select things. You know what? Why I'm going to do that? I'm going to go ahead and I will copy this. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So first up, we'll post this in here so you can, it's going to say click here, but I just copied it. Use the code 165-T25, and it'll say 15% off select items. Where should you click? Everybody should right now, when this gets posted, go click here. Because what this one is, the way that they did it this year, is that it's an auto tracking code. So as long as you click this, then we will get the referral from it. On JP Plus, I think it's like 2 or 3%. So it's not much, but if you go there, right click, copy paste, go there, JP Plus, then it's in there. Now JP Plus, I'll be dropping that today. They're going to have, if it's not on their site already, then it will be. They have a code for Valentine's Day of 25% off select items. So that is on my list to do it. That's why you got to. Jerry says it's not clickable in the link chat. I know. That's why you got to right click, copy paste, right click, copy it, paste it, and then we'll be able to get in there for it. I do not have one for JDS yet. I'll reach out to them and see if there's an option for it, but there hasn't been in the past. So we will see if they have an option for that. Let's see. Where we at there? Let's see. JP Plus, there. Becky says, my F1 is coming today. Wish I saw your affiliate. Me too, Becky. Me too. And you know what that tells me? I am doing a horrible job of making sure people know I have these affiliate links. So I just got to post them more, because everybody should know that we have those. T-Time, you can now add late fees with Square now too, if you didn't know that. Yes, you can. And that's the other thing. If you're doing any type of billing, whether it's a Square, whether that's with Stripe, whether that's with who are some of my other payment processors out there, for whatever reason, I say YouTube, PayPal, Any of those ones, check and see what options that they have for payment processing and how you can do that. Because if they have it offered there, make sure to turn it on. Darren also Darren says Todd also knows the dilemma I've had with getting paid at my end for yard signs in order to pay him. Yeah, and it's one of those where, like, I will know he'll he'll eventually get paid for it, but it sucks because on some of these it could be $1,000 order, and that's $1,000. That for me, Darren's making more than 1,000 on his end. He's waiting to get paid so I can get paid, but we the ones that are waiting, that have paid for supplies, paid for everything on that, and then we're the ones waiting. So yeah, most everything we don't start anything until it gets paid. The other thing that we've ran into, there's times before when we've ran into this with yard signs in particular. Now that Darren brought it up, where we've done it and we're like, yep, these are good to go, and then we ship them, and then the client that we gave them to, they love them, they go to give them their people, and they find, well, hey, there's something wrong on it, there's something on this, and on our end, all we use is the printer. We just go through it. So then they decide they're not going to pay until this is fixed. Well, we're not eating it because we already did our job. So then the middle person gets screwed on their end, and it's like, hey, we print what you send in. Sometimes it's a little easier than other times, but we always that's why. And a lot of times when it comes to names and stuff, even with Corey, she'll tell me names and stuff, and I'll like, listen, type it out, put it in a doc, so all I have to do is copy and paste, because I got fat fingers and I have been known to misspell a thing or two, a time or two. I know a thing or two about a time or two of not being able to spell. The first one, see, yeah, right click, copy paste. Second one is clickable. Well, there you go. Yes, Renee is correct on this. With JDS, contact your rep and make sure you are set up for best pricing available. I believe there are different levels based on your purchases. That is 100% true. Get to know your reps of your things too, and what you need to do to get those next tier levels. Sometimes it's based on purchase volume, and that could be for the last quarter, the last month, the last year. So reach out to them and say, hey, what do I need to do to get end column pricing on it? Becky says the algorithm isn't great either. I typically see posts day after posted. Well, Becky, maybe I need to start using the everyone button more. I really do. I need to use that at least once a week to show off everything. Here's all of our links for the week. Here's where we're going to be. Here's where everything is. So I need to do that. And I need to post more. You're not always going to see the things that we post. And that's, no different than a song on the radio. If you're not listening to the radio all day, you may never hear a new song because, you're just not listening at the time that they're playing it. I tell my customers that if they have to order items, that they have to pay for items up front. I love it. What about your affiliates to MM Videos, Todd? MM Videos, Morning Mindset. Oh, yeah. So and it should be in all of the things. Most of it's there. In fact, Rye on his behind the scenes video, I'd forgotten about going and setting up predisposed things for YouTube. So that I need to make sure that that's on there for it. So that way I can just put the links in there. And that's why we use the link tree. It's easy to add, subtract the links to that, but I need to put it there. That's right. And that's what I just said. Copy and paste has to be it for names. Yes. I hate when you need all caps and then you have to type it out. And if you're not using the program, then not using a program that you change that for you. One of the good things I like about using the Wizard in Corel is that I can title case things. So I can change uppercase, lowercase, or title case with it. And I can do that with the click of a button. So it works out very well. Everyone do. Yes, weekly link post. I will do that. I'll start scheduling that up. Weekly link post. And what that will have, because that's on my content creation thing. My ankle is itching, man. That is on my content creation list. So once a week, it's going to be where's Todd? So it'll be, here's the links to the shows. So we'll have, the Morning Mindsets, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Here's the link to the Tuesday with Todd. Here's all of our affiliate links. Here's everything that we have. So here's what's going on, kind of, a state of the union for the week of what's going on. And that's on my list to start accumulating and doing that on a weekly basis. Darren says, I'm changing the way I'll be doing yard signs this year. Does that benefit us as a team? Does that benefit us? How are we doing this? Putting the discount links in the announcement tab is a good place for most of them in groups. I like it. I like it. Announcement tab. And that's why I have you guys. You guys help me and we help you. Or in the feature tab. Awesome. That's right. Just went outside. It's 23 and a few warmish. When I went to take the kids to school, it was kind of the same way on things. All right. I think we went through everything that we have here. You guys have kept us on for, just about an hour today. If nobody has anything else to add, we're going to get out of here. Remember, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I will keep you guys updated on how the private membership group's coming out. That'll only be $20 a month. I'll keep you on update on the AI prompts. Going through those, you're going to get, it's hear me on out through this. There's going to be 3 levels of it. There's going to be the 50 prompts. Those are going to be $30. There's going to be the 100 prompts. Those are going to be $50. And then it's going to be the library, which anytime we have new prompts, anything new that we use, it'll be in there. That'll be $100. Now, with that being said, that's going to be the standard everyday price of it. Somebody just finds it, comes in, boom. There will be a discount code, a deeply discounted code, a 50% off discount code. So you will get those at like the 15, the 25, and then like 49 or whatever it is. So we will have those, and that's what I'm getting set up today. So everything will be in there for it. So we will get that. So that's I'm excited about that. And then more on that private members group. That, like I said, I think it's going to be a Patreon tied with a Discord, and it will look beautifully. That'll be $20 a month. So these are the type of conversation we will have in there, and a lot more in depth on it as well. Let's see. And yes, it'll benefit us. Love it. If there's anything I can do to help, let us know, Darren. 20 I can do. Yes. Are the codes a subscription? No. Like once they're there, like no subscription needed on any of that. Will be there. When you get into our private member group, you're gonna get a lot of the stuff that we do free. We're just gonna, hey, if you're paying us monthly on something, on the subscription, like on the monthly private club, we're just gonna give you a lot of the stuff free. So that's something to keep thought about as well. You do the same. Have a great day. Be safe. Have a wonderful day. Every day say, my Stave. Thank you. You're bye, Barb. Everyone's there. All right. You guys, I'm going to get this out of here, and we're going to move that and push this over here so that way we know what the hell we're doing and it's out of here. But yeah, there it goes. All right. You guys have an amazing day. We'll be back here Friday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. There will be a bundle drop tomorrow. Won't be a video or anything, but look for those to go there, and I'll start making sure links are posted more often. You guys have an amazing day. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.